1984, Western film set, Arizona desert. Burt Reynolds stood next to a 16-hand chestnut stallion. The horse's name was Thunder, and Thunder was having a bad day. The scene was simple. Burt rides up to a ranch house, dismounts, delivers his line. Done. Should take 5 minutes. But what happened in the next 4 seconds would put Burt Reynolds in the hospital and show everyone on that set exactly what happens when ego meets 200 pounds of muscle. This is the story of the fastest stunt Burt Reynolds ever did. 4 seconds from saddle to stretcher. Stay with me, because what the Wrangler tried to warn Burt about reveals everything you need to know about why Burt's career ended the way it did. Make sure you subscribe and drop a comment telling me where you're watching from right now. Tom McCready had been a horse wrangler for 18 years, worked on westerns with John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, Robert Redford. He knew horses, and more importantly, he knew actors who thought they knew horses. Thunder arrived on set that morning, agitated, ears back, tail swishing. The transport had been rough. Long drive from the ranch. Hot day. The horse was stressed. Tom knew the signs. He walked up to the assistant director. "Thunder's not right today. We should use Maverick instead. He's calmer." The AD checked his watch. "We're already 2 hours behind. Can Thunder do the scene or not?" "He can do it with a stunt rider, but I wouldn't put an actor on him right now." "Note, I'll tell Burt." But the AD didn't tell Burt. He told Burt's stunt coordinator, who was supposed to tell Burt, who got pulled into a lighting meeting, and the message never arrived. At 2:30 p.m., Burt walked onto set. Full cowboy costume, hat, boots, the works. He looked good, felt good. This was his element. He'd been riding horses since he was a kid in Florida. Did his own riding in Smokey and the Bandit. Did it in Hooper. He was Burt Reynolds. He didn't need a double for a simple riding scene. Tom saw Burt approaching Thunder, jogged over. "Mr. Reynolds, hold up a second." Burt turned. "Problem?" "Thunder's a little off today. Nervous. I'd feel better if we used Maverick for this scene." Burt looked at the horse. Thunder was standing still, not bucking, not rearing, just standing there. "He looks fine to me." "Sir, I've been working with horses my whole life. Trust me on this. He's—" "Tom, I appreciate the concern, but I've been riding horses since before you were born. I think I can handle a calm horse for a 30-second scene." Tom tried again. "It's not about handling. It's about, if there's a real problem, I'll use the double. But I'm not going to waste 2 hours switching horses because one of them looks a little tired. Let's shoot this." Tom stepped back. He'd done his job. He'd warned him. What happened next was on Burt. The director called places. Burt walked to Thunder's left side. Camera operator checked his frame. Sound mixer positioned his boom. "Quiet on set." Tom stood 20 feet away, watching, ready. Burt put his left foot in the stirrup, grabbed the saddle horn. Standard mount. He'd done it 1,000 times. And action! Burt swung his right leg up and over. His weight hit the saddle, and Thunder exploded. If you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button right now. Let me know in the comments what you think happened next, because the next 4 seconds changed everything. 1 second. Thunder's back arched. Head dropped. Classic bucking position. 2 seconds. Horse's rear legs kicked up. Violent. Sudden. Burt's body jerked backward. 3 seconds. Burt grabbed for the saddle horn. Missed. His balance was gone. 4 seconds. Thunder twisted mid-buck. Burt was airborne. He came off the horse at a 45-degree angle. Spinning. No control. Gravity took over. Burt hit the ground back first. Hard. The impact sounded like a gunshot. Dust exploded around him. Thunder galloped away. Kicked twice more. Free. The set went silent. Then everyone moved at once. Tom reached Burt first. "Don't move. Just stay still." Burt was conscious, eyes open, but not moving, just breathing, shallow, fast. "My shoulder," Burt managed. "Can't move my shoulder." The set medic arrived, knelt beside Burt, started checking for injuries. "Okay, Burt, I need you to tell me where it hurts." "Shoulder, left side, and my back." "Can you move your fingers?" Burt moved his right hand. "Yes, left hand. Nothing. I can't feel my left arm." The medic's face went serious. "We need an ambulance. Now." The assistant director was on the radio. "We have an injury. Actor down. Need medical transport immediately." 20 minutes later, the ambulance arrived. Paramedics loaded Burt onto a stretcher. Neck brace. Full spine precautions. As they carried him past Tom, Burt caught his eye. Tom waited for the apology, the acknowledgement, the "you were right." But Burt said something else. "That horse is unstable. He shouldn't be on any set." Then they loaded him into the ambulance and drove away. Tom stood there, watched the ambulance disappear down the desert road. The director walked over. "Is Thunder okay?" "Thunder's fine. He's a horse. He reacted like a horse. That's what horses do when they're stressed and someone mounts them wrong." Burt said he mounted normally. Tom shook his head. Burt mounted like he always mounts. Confident, fast, no communication with the animal. Thunder was already nervous. That mount spooked him worse. Any wrangler would have seen it coming. The AD checked his clipboard. "How long until we can reschedule this scene?" "Depends. How long until Burt heals?" The answer was 6 weeks. Separated shoulder, severely strained back muscles, mild concussion from the impact. The insurance company investigated, reviewed the footage, interviewed Tom, interviewed the crew. Their conclusion: actor ignored safety warnings, mounted horse against Wrangler's recommendation, no liability to production. But production still lost 6 weeks, 42 shooting days. Every scene with Burt had to be rescheduled. Supporting actors had conflicts. Locations became unavailable. The budget ballooned, all because of 4 seconds. When Burt returned to set, Thunder was gone, sent back to the ranch. Burt had insisted, "I'm not working with that animal." They brought in Maverick, calm, gentle, the horse Tom had recommended in the first place. Burt's first day back, Tom approached him. "Mr. Reynolds, glad to see you're okay." "Thanks. I want to go over the mounting procedure for Maverick. He's a gentle horse, but I'd like to make sure—" "Tom, I've been riding horses for 40 years. I know how to mount a horse." Tom paused. "Yes, sir. Just want to make sure you're comfortable." Burt softened slightly. "I appreciate it, but I'm good." The scene went fine. Maverick was perfect. No issues. But Burt never admitted Thunder wasn't the problem. Never acknowledged that Tom had been right. Never changed his approach. 2 years later, different film, different set, different horse. Wrangler warned Burt. Horse was skittish. Use the double. Burt mounted anyway. Horse didn't buck this time, just sidestepped. But Burt's shoulder, still weak from the Thunder incident, couldn't hold. He fell again. Another injury, another delay, another insurance claim. The word spread through Hollywood. Burt doesn't listen. Burt thinks he knows better. Burt's a liability. Tom McCready retired in 1995. 30 years as a wrangler, worked with every major star in Hollywood. Someone asked him once, "What's the most important thing an actor needs when working with horses?" Tom didn't hesitate. Respect. For the animal. For the people who know the animal. For the danger. You can be the biggest star in the world, but a horse doesn't care. A horse just reacts. And if you don't respect that, you get hurt. Ever see an actor who didn't have that respect? 1. Burt Reynolds. 40 years riding horses. Still never learned the most basic lesson. It's not about how long you've been doing something. It's about whether you're willing to listen. Thunder lived another 12 years. worked on 6 more films, never threw another rider, because every other rider listened to the Wranglers, took their time, communicated with the horse, showed respect. The 4-second clip of Burt being thrown exists somewhere in a studio archive, shot from 3 camera angles, never released, too liability heavy, too embarrassing. But everyone who was there remembers. The moment the horse went up, the moment Burt lost his grip, the moment confidence became consequence. 4 seconds that summarized an entire career. A man who had the talent, had the skill, had the experience, but never learned that being good at something doesn't mean you don't need advice, doesn't mean you ignore warnings, doesn't mean you're above safety protocols. Tom McCready said it best. Burt Reynolds was one of the most talented actors I ever worked with. But talent without humility is just ego waiting to hit the ground. And on that day in 1984, ego hit the ground at full speed. If this story moved you, subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from right now. Because sometimes, the most important lesson is the one we refuse to learn.